Good afternoon. Welcome to Lady Leaf Basketball here on TV 50. We apologize for the little bit of delay. Had some technical difficulties. We're going to be starting with the second quarter. Catch you up a little bit here while we got a timeout on the floor. Lady Leaf started number 5, Tara Fisher. Number 12, Anna Wise at the guards. Number 22, Maddie Mackey at the swing position. Number 23, Emily Vandeweele, and number 33, Sydney Himmelman. For Galesburg, they start number 5, Raina Gully. Number 14, Lexi Daniels. Number 20, Casey Williams. Number 30, Ellen Junk. And number 54, Shaylee Florine. The Silver Streaks run the floor. They press hard. You know when you got Galesburg, you know you got your hands full with pressure.
Yeah, lots of pressure, that is. And, already scoring 16 points, 14 points in the first quarter. That's a lot in the games. And at least compared to our 6 we scored.
Okay, ready to go here. Lady Leaf's going to inbound the ball. It's Maddie Shoemaker into Emily Vandeweele. Back to Shoemaker. Ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Ball almost stolen by Galesburg. It's going to be a jump ball. Vandeweele gets in the scrum on the floor, and the alternating possession goes to Galesburg. So Galesburg gets it under their own basket, kicks it around the perimeter. They not very patient offense, Joe. They put the ball up. Offensive rebound put back in by number 54, Shaylee Florine.
Yeah, you got to think Coach Massey has that philosophy where you get more shots up, you have a better chance to make more.
Tara Fisher brings the ball down the floor and gets fouled in the corner. Not a good place to go. They put a lot of pressure on you, kind of force you to the sidelines and run you down there and trap you in the corner. That's the trap you don't want to fall into. The Lady Leafs, I'm sure, want to get their guards getting that ball in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, it makes it real hard when you get to the out-of-bounds line. It's just like another defender, so you really don't have much place to go at that point in time. So
Maddie Mackey inbounds the ball to Fisher. Dribbles up top under pressure. Lady Leafs, again, are trying to be more patient, but, we're down by 12 at this point, 18-6. Vandeweele tries to get a shot off. It's blocked. Pushing ball down the floor. Number 5, Gully, gets a shot off, and it's blocked. Anna Wise with the block and the steal. Over to Vandeweele. Vandeweele brings it up. Over to Fisher. Shot, three-point shot is blocked. Streaks push it up the floor. And score. Anna Wise tries to draw the offensive foul, but streak. This is what Galesburg does to you. They put all kinds of pressure on you. It's hard to get that ball down the floor. That ball's going to go to the Leafs. Knocked out of bounds. Galesburg uncharacteristically missed a couple shots under the bucket.
Yeah, they are relentless down there on their press, and it's just so much pressure the Leafs are not used to. With a young set of guards back there, it's just really difficult for them.
Knowing Coach Hardison, Coach Wagner, and Coach Harshbarger, the way they work hard at practice, I'm sure they worked against the press. Pass, nice feed by Renee to Sydney Himmelman.
She is knocked down there.
We got Sydney Himmelman, the sophomore. Renee Rumler on that feed right there is the sophomore, and Maddie Mackey, a sophomore in the ball game. We got the 2 seniors, Emily Vandeweele and Anna Wise in the ball game. Free throw won't go.
Yeah, a lot of young girls having to be brought up this year with not a very large junior class. So you need those sophomores to step up.
Got 4 seniors on the team this year, and you need that senior leadership. The ones on the floor right now trying to provide that great leadership that they need. Second free throw is good. Makes the score 20-7 with 6:25 left here in the second quarter. Leafs around the perimeter looking for that spot. Feeds it inside. It's Florine up, no good. Mackey on the floor. Himmelman on the floor. It's going to be another jump ball. Alternating possession is going to go to the Lady Leafs. Sydney Himmelman has farther to go to get to the floor than some players.
Yeah, it's much more difficult for her to get down there since she's so much taller.
Like Jesse Dobbles, now he's built pretty close to the floor. He doesn't have to go very far if he wants to go down and get a ball.
You could say so.
Jesse's parked right next to us here taking film. So Lady Leafs trying to inbound the ball to Himmelman, down court to Wise, and into Renee Rumler. Wise dribbles around top. Looking for that shot. Had several shots blocked. Now they're getting a little tentative. Himmelman doesn't look to the basket. Vandeweele to Rumler. Wise up top. Feed into Mackey, but that ball is tipped out of bounds by Florine. Lady Leafs going to inbound under their own basket. Tara Fisher checks in for Emily Vanderweely.
Just making this lineup a little bit younger, thrown in a junior guard, but pretty good experience having played behind Molly DeBrock last year.
Got a lot of playing time as a varsity player as a sophomore. Well, just a little stutter step by Anna Wise. That's going to turn the ball over to the Lady Streaks. 27 again the score in favor of the Lady Streaks. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Streaks bringing down the ball down the floor. Set it up top, pass around the perimeter, looking to feed inside. Bango, 3-point play. Wise answers down with the 2-point play on the break. Lady Leafs broke that press quickly, got the 2 points. Penetration under the basket. Back up is good.
Wow, Florine's really strong with the ball down there, always getting it back up real fast.
Galesburg hasn't had that strong post player for a while. Into Himmelman, knocked out of bounds by Galesburg. Galesburg has kind of missed that big, strong post player for the last few years, and they've had to rely on that run and gun perimeter shooting, but they've got one now. Florine is strong on the boards, and she's pretty automatic from 2 feet.
Yeah, only a junior, so she'll be around another year.
Lexi Daniels steals the ball, pulls it up. 25-9 in favor of the Lady Streaks. Geneseo comes into this game, believe it or not, with a 3-game winning streak against the Streaks. But Streaks really strong this year. And it's Daniels with the 3-point shot, makes it 28-9.
That's a nice shot right there by Daniels.
They're hot now. Fisher to Mackey, Mackey to Shoemaker, Shoemaker to Wise. It's good. Streak defense avoided contact, 28-11. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the first half. Streaks with the ball around the perimeter. Set for a shot, looking for that shot. They look for that perimeter shot, but they look that post up. They've got Madison Ross in there at the post now, with Florine taking the break. They don't look inside quite as much when Florine's on the bench.
Coach Hardison not happy with that call down there.
I don't believe the official is going to change his mind, Joe.
No, but I think he just wants to give him a piece of his mind.
we got some veteran officials here. Called a lot of ball games, and they're not going to say they've never made a mistake, but they're, as far as officials goes, they do a pretty nice job. Second free throw is good also. We're taking down to 4 minutes left. Ashley Kempfer is fouled. Had the breakaway layup, but the Streaks come from behind. Got a piece of the arm, and she's going to get to shoot 2. 29-11 with 4 minutes left here in the half. Lady Streaks are putting it to the Lady Leafs at this point in the game.
Yeah, really.
First one's no good.
It's really been that defensive pressure that they've been bringing, though, that's leading to the offensive points.
It leads to the offensive points, and there goes Florine back in the game.
And there goes Hillman back in the game.
Sydney Hillman checks in for the Lady Leafs. Renee Romler checks out. Ashley Kempfer at the line for the second of 2. The Streaks put that pressure on you, and it not only affects you getting ball down the floor, but once you get down the floor, you're so frazzled, it's hard to look at the basket and get a good shot. It's what good pressure basketball does, and they're very good at it.
Yeah, they are.
They've had a couple years where they weren't quite as good as history, but they're back now.
Yeah, especially starting out 9-0.
They come in at 9-0. It's a good ball team. Florine, and they got the power. She just horses that baby right on in. Fisher brings the ball down the floor and meets the pressure about midcourt. Kicks out to Vanderweely. Shoemaker up top. Vanderweely gets it picked. And it's going to be a breakaway layup on the other side by Gully, and it's good.
And she's already up double digits with 10 points now.
She's a lot of high pressure up top. Maddie Shoemaker with the ball. Kicks it out to Vanderweely. Almost stolen again. Over to Fisher. Himmelman sets a pick and roll, doesn't look to shoot. Florine has got some, that ball was tipped, and the tip was picked up by Himmelman and put in the basket. 33-13, a 20-point deficit here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Just a good example of being in the right place at the right time.
Galesburg brings it around the perimeter, kicks it out. Florine intercepts. Pop, and boy, they're shooting. Rebound by Kempfer out to I guess that was Fisher. I couldn't see the number. It's Tara Fisher. My eyesight's going, Joe. Oh, my gosh. Ashley Kempfer bombs one.
That was deep, almost three-point range there.
33-15. The post player hits out the top of the key. Going to have a timeout by Galesburg. Going to have a short timeout by Galesburg. 33-15 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the half. And coaches, both teams talk it over. Coach Evan Massey wants to talk it over here with his lady streaks. Coach Hardison, I'm pretty sure, welcomed the timeout. Used one early on a threat of a jump ball. Wanted to keep that early possession, and the Leafs were kind of having a hard time with the pressure of the Galesburg streaks in the first quarter. And Coach Hardison had to try to gather that back together. They did fairly well. It was a really close game for a while, but it's really kind of exploded here in the second quarter, 33-15, an 18-point deficit.
Yeah, looking back on it, I do think that was probably a good opportunity to call that timeout. I mean, he used the opportunity to try to help the girls learn how to break the press in the correct way. And there is a way. They've done it a few times here because there have so many girls in the front of the court that there's one that's going to be open at the end every single time. Back
to action here in the second quarter, ticking down towards the end, towards halftime. Galesburg with the ball, kicks it out. Daniels dribbles around up top. Gully being patient. This is probably a time where Galesburg now with the 18-point lead is working on a few things, working on maybe even their patience, which is not part of their repertoire for the most part.
Yes.
Kicks it out. Short little jumper, doesn't go. Himmelman with the rebound. Out to Fisher. Rumler looks at the basket, dribbles twice, looks for Kemper inside. Oh, we got a foul here. We're going to have a foul. It's going to be somebody holding, I believe, on Kemper.
Yeah.
Trying to get free.
Number 22.
That's correct. Sammy Thompson holds Ashley Kemper trying to get free, coming to the ball. And it's going to be a one-on-one situation here. The Lady Streaks, with all their pressure, are not afraid to run up the foul count. That's number 9, team foul. There's an over the back. That's going to be number 10. Same player.
Yeah, exact same player there.
Sammy Thompson picks up 2 quick fouls, and she's probably possibly going to come out of the game, but she went right over Renee Rumbler's back. Renee going to get 2 shots here because that is the 10th team foul here in the first half against Galesburg. The Lady Leafs have only 3.
Not sure if our scoreboard has this correct, but they have Thompson down with 4 fouls there.
Whether she does or she doesn't.
She has at least 2, I guess.
Yeah, she has at least 2. Whether she does or she doesn't is probably not going to be really critical for them in this particular game. Renee Rumler makes the first, 33-16. Second is up and no good. Galesburg rebounds. Minute 17, clock ticking away here towards the end of the first half. 33-16 in favor of the Galesburg Lady Streaks. And they're going to get a foul here on Renee Rumler. Raina Gully goes to the ground, kind of runs over, but Renee got the blocking foul. Maddie Shoemaker, number 32 in the ball game. 12 is Anna Wise in the ball game. Tara Fisher on defense right now. And then stop and pop doesn't go, but guess who's under the basket? And that doesn't go. Ashley Kempfer pulls the rebound down, and Fisher pushes it down the floor.
Again, another uncharacteristic mistake, missing a little layup there.
Florine is deadly from that spot. She missed that one. Maddie Shoemaker is blocked, and that ball is kicked by the Leafs, might have been Ashley Kempfer looking for that rebound. Couldn't control it. 33-16. We're going to have another timeout here by the coaching staff of the Geneseo Lady Leafs. Wants to try to figure something out with 38 seconds left to go here on the clock in the first half. Down 33-16. Coach Arterson obviously felt this is a teaching moment. Whether we win or lose this ball game, these are a lot of young players, as you mentioned earlier, Joe, and you got to take advantage of all the learning moments against a team like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 38 seconds left in the half. Maybe he's trying to put a little extra pressure on right now. See if they can make something happen. But yeah, definitely he's trying to use it as a teaching moment.
Tara Fisher comes out of the game. Ashley Kempfer comes out of the game, and sophomore Savannah Annis checks into the ball game, as does sophomore Paige Vanderweely. So we have 5 sophomores playing in, not at this time, but five sophomores already playing in this first half.
Yeah, 5 have already played in this first half. Looks like Galesburg trying to do a little bit of a weave here to end the half.
Yep, they're just trying to run that clock into one last shot. Again, not because they need to, but because they want to have this available in their arsenal. Rebound by Rumler, pushed it down the floor, 2-1. Pass to Maddie Shoemaker. Maddie didn't realize how much time she had. She thought she had to tip it without a catch. Put it up and does not make it. So at the end of the first half, again, we apologize for missing that first quarter for some technical difficulties, but at the end of the first half, Lady Leafs 16, Galesburg Silver Streaks 33. We'll be back.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
And welcome back to Lady Leaf Basketball here on TV50. My name is Bob Pettit along with Joe Thomas. Giving you the action here, the Lady Leafs, not an outstanding first half, but they're up against a pretty tough opponent here, Joe, of the Lady Silver Streaks.
Yeah, Silver Streaks, really, really good team so far this year. Undefeated, working to keep that undefeated record right now.
Score is 33-16 in favor of the Streaks. And they add to that. Right away, Raina Gully pops one in. She is a big scorer in the first half and starts the second half the same way. Tara Fisher brings ball on 4 for the Lady Leafs. Ashley Kempfer posting up, looking for the ball. Anna Wise stops and pops, and I believe somebody moved the basket.
That's what looked like what happened right there.
And it just came around, and sometimes the pressure of the opposing team just gets you off kilter a little bit, and you move a little too fast, trying to beat that pressure. Pop from outside by Galesburg. Kempfer with the rebound. Out to Fisher. Vanderweely down the floor. Stop and pop. No good off the rim. Rebound by Florine of Galesburg.
A little bit of contact there with Vanderweely, though.
Galesburg pushes that ball down. They're going to call contact on Ashley Kempfer here before the shot, so there's not going to be a shooting foul. Coach Hardison's got his hand straight up again. And Larry St. Orr says, I didn't see it that way, Coach. Ball into Florentine. She misses again from 2 feet. She was deadly in the first half, Joe.
Yeah, she had about 8 points in that first half.
Tara Fisher brings the ball on the floor under pressure. Vanderweely runs off the pick down the middle, stops and pops. Go, won't go. Florine with the steal by Fisher. Oh, and Mackey can't hang on. Ball's kicked all over the place. And nobody knows who kicked it. We're going to call that Geneseo ball. That ball was bouncing off of feet and shins, and they just had to guess. I think they flipped the coin.
Yeah, I think if Geneseo maybe had 20 more points this time, Coach Massey would be a little upset with that call, but having the score be 35-16, he's not really getting out of his seat for that one.
It's a game where you pick your battles. He's not going to battle this one.
Yeah.
Maddie Mackey with the basketball, 22, drives under the basket, feeds it to Silly Himmelman, but he can't get it. Stolen by Gully. Gully pushes it down the floor and almost travels. Daniels with the ball up top. The Lady Leafs have number 20, Renee Rumler out top. Sydney Himmelman, number 33 in the middle. Tara Fisher, ball into Florine, and she scores. Tara Fisher is number 5. Maddie Mackey is number 22.
Yes.
And Anna Wise with the basketball, number 12. I think I called them all out. She brings the ball down, does a reverse up around a couple picks. Fisher off the screen, tries to get it to Himmelman, looks inside to Rumler, looks to Mackey, tries to take it up, gets it ripped out of her hand. Rumler puts it up and misses. And Florine, as usual, brings the rebound down. Push the ball down the floor. Nice kick by Wise. Usually the soccer players get those good kicks in there.
Looked like for a second they weren't going to call that, and then they realized, yeah, that's an obvious kick right there.
37-16 here in favor of the Streaks. 21-point deficit for the Lady Leafs. 5 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. That ball's tipped out by Rumler. It's going to be Galesburg ball still. Galesburg to inbound the ball under their basket. Galesburg obviously in the silver and black. For those of you who see it on the screen, Geneseo in the white home uniforms with the green accents. And Galesburg scores a nice little 10-footer. Fisher pushes it down the floor into Himmelman, gets all tied up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession goes to the Leafs, so the Lady Leafs are going to have the ball under their basket.
Yeah, it's so hard. I mean, they're giving Hillman those low bounce passes, but she just has to work on getting it up higher right away. They're chinning that ball.
Yeah, but they're so quick. Galesburg is so quick.
Get those guards get their hands in there, and it's real difficult.
It's a learning lesson here. You know, you don't get better until you play teams like this. This is
that's definitely one of Coach Hardison's philosophies. Is he wants to, he'll take his losses at the beginning of the season to win them at the end.
Out top to Rumler. Fisher, number 5 in the game. Maddie Shoemaker, number 32, sets the screen. Rumler the shot. Good. Nice screen by Maddie Shoemaker. Rumler rolls off this. That's the way it's supposed to be done.
That was real nice.
5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 39-18 in favor of the Streaks. A three-pointer by Williams is off. Rumler screens it, goes out of bounds. Leafs are going to get that thing. I'm not sure I would have done that. If you catch that ball, you might take away their opportunity to set up the press. The Streaks are going to set up their press on them full court again, Joe.
Exactly.
And it's pretty devastating.
It's hard when they get the opportunity to set it up.
Yeah. So Renee had a chance to think that over again. She might just take that ball and try to head down the floor. Fisher brings it down the floor across midcourt. Over to Rumler. Rumler penetrates, looks for Mackey inside, got it to her. Oh, we're going to get a foul on number 40, Sabrina Clay. And Maddie Mackey is going to the basket. I think she had an open path to the basket. 39-18. 21-point deficit for the Leafs. A little over 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Fisher going to inbound the ball. Looking for that play. Rumler comes up, and it's tapped out of bounds by Gully. Leafs trying to, a lot of pressure for Galesburg in the half-court offense and the inbounds plays and the full court. Tough situation. Now Leafs are going to get it in the corner, and that's going to be really tough. Maddie Mackey looking for a pass. Gets it out to Fisher. Fisher under pressure. Takes it up the middle, looks for somebody. Rumler has it, takes the drive and just can't go, but she's going to get to shoot him. It's going to be a two-shot foul for Renee Rumler.
It's a good job of her getting to the basket and making something happen there.
That's a great job, and that's exactly what the Leafs need to do against a team like this with that much pressure. Just take it to them, try to get to the free throw line. First one's good. Rumler makes the first. She's got a nice, high arcing soft shot. 39-19. 39-19. It stays that way as that's off the rim. Streaks push the ball down the floor. They don't waste any time at all. Kicks it inside. Ashley Kempfer on the defense. It's going to be kicked out by Ashley Kempfer, but good pressure. That's Kelsey Olsen with the basketball inside. Florine still in the post spot. Emily Van de Willy checks in and Kara Fisher checks out. Out top by Boydstrom, 14. Williams with the shot. That ball's going to be called out on Galesburg. I've been calling it wrong, haven't I, Joe? 14 is Daniels. 20 is Williams. That was Williams who knocked it out. Correct me when I'm wrong, Joe. You don't get that many opportunities.
Yeah, it's hard.
Uh-oh, we got another one. We got another one. Coach Hardison didn't seem to see it that way.
She may have been moving a little bit there.
Okay, 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. And Mark Gerlach, listening to Coach Hardison, Mark Gerlach has had a few on the coaching side. I've seen him talk to officials a time or two. That ball is going to be a good. The and one comes for Shaylee Florine, number 54 of Galesburg. She is a ton inside. Yeah. She really, really is a strong post player.
Very hard to stop her.
And the
nice looking free throw shot there too.
The bonus is good. Can you see the board, Joe? How many points has she got?
I think she's got 13 now.
13 points. Rumler tries to get it inside to Mackey, and it's kicked. Lady Leaf's going to take it out under their basket. And Rumler calls the play. Renee Rumler to inbound. Looking for Van de Wheelie. Now Mackey. Time clicking. Gets it into Mackey. Goes up. And she's going to be fouled by Florine. Once again, Joe, they got the ball inside. Got to take it to them.
Yeah, when they really go to the basket, they get better opportunities. They're getting to the line a lot more.
Maddie Mackey with the free throw attempt. 42-19 in favor of the Streaks. 42-20. Lady Leafs have their hands full with pressure, but this is what's going to make them better. A lot of young players in there. Got Renee Rumler, a sophomore. Maddie Mackey at the line is a sophomore. And Sydney Himmelman in the lineup, number 33, a sophomore. Second one, no good. Got to make their free throws, though. Tara Fisher, a junior, and Anna Wise, the only senior on the floor at this time.
Yeah, lots of young players out there, to say the least.
Streaks bring it around patiently, uncharacteristically patient.
Yeah, I think they know this.
Lexi Daniels.
Right now's the time when they need to just work on running their sets.
Gully dribbles around. Renee Rumler all over. Leafs putting good half-court defensive pressure on. Himmelman trying to box Florine off the board, out of the lane, trying to make sure she doesn't get the ball, trying to denial. A screen by Florine. You don't want to switch on that. They come rolling off a screen, and Himmelman has to step out to get the guard, and Rumler is on Florine. That's a pretty bad mismatch. They're going to take it inside. Mackey with the ball. The shot was good, by the way. Makes it 45-20 in favor of the Streaks. Rumler brings it across midcourt. 25-point deficit. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Rumler up top, looking for Himmelman. Himmelman's got the ball, puts it up. Got got most of the air on that, and it's tipped out by the Streaks.
It was nice seeing her be aggressive inside, though. I mean, that's the difference between when she got the ball to her chin there and she's able to get a shot up.
She did that very well. Posted up, got the ball, put it up. You're absolutely right, Joe. We got to get that done. Renee Rumler bringing the ball in. Vanderwilly had checked into the game, number 23, the senior, as did Maddie Shoemaker. Maddie Shoemaker with the ball, number 32. Cross court to Vanderwilly, looking for Himmelman, stops and pops instead, can't go. Himmelman can't get the rebound. Rumler has it, takes it to the middle to Himmelman, but she wasn't looking for it. Tips it in to the Streaks.
She might have stepped out there when she was touching the ball.
Well, it's Streak ball either way, and Daniels likes to look to shoot. But when you look at the Silver Streaks, who doesn't? They like to put that ball up.
Yeah, I mean, lots of shots. They've already scored 45 points.
Florine is not going to shoot the three, it doesn't appear.
Yeah,
they're going to let her have that. Himmelman stop inside, but Florine gets the ball, takes it in, it's going to be fouled. It's going to be a two-shot foul, and it looks like they're going to give that to Emily Vanderwilly. Florine with the first one, doesn't go. 45-20 in favor of the Streaks. Lady Leafs in a learning stage right here with a lot of young players early in the season. Coach Hardison readily admit they're going to play some really tough teams. They're going to have some good lessons to be learned, and by the end of the season, he hopes to be much better, and certainly in future years, these are going to pay dividends.
Yeah, he's really just trying to not necessarily base it on wins and losses, but do they improve each game?
Talked to him after the game last night and felt there was good improvement against Morris. Morris is a fine basketball team. Fisher, she called the bank. I heard it.
She called her own number there, too. Dribbled it right down, shot it.
46-23. Streaks have doubled up the Leafs score. That ball is tipped off of Gully's hands out of bounds. The Lady Leafs are going to inbound the ball, and they're kind of calling off the Dogs a little bit on the full court. They're going to meet them in the man-to-man, pick them up about half court. Fisher brings the ball down the floor. Mackey looks at the basket, that says no. Vanderwilly penetrates, kicks it back out to Fisher. Try to get inside to Mackey, but it's not there.
A little bit of a high pass there, made it a little bit difficult.
That was Jessica Lopez at the high key, trying to get it into Maddie Mackey. I didn't see Jessica check into the game. Number 52. Maddie Shoemaker with the ball over to Vanderwilly. Shoemaker penetrates. Vanderwilly looks at the basket, penetrates the middle, stops and pops, and it's short. Galesburg with the rebound, bring it down. Gully dribbles down. 28, 27, 26. Clock ticks away here in the third quarter. Lady Leafs down 46-23 on a game that Galesburg's pressure has been the answer, has been the story.
Yeah, it's been overwhelming, to say the least.
And the fact that they can shoot the basketball, it doesn't hurt a thing either.
Yeah, I know that they had a lot of threes here, especially from Lexi Daniels.
And they don't get that last shot off. So at the end of three quarters, we have Galesburg Silver Streaks 46, Geneseo Lady Leafs 23.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Village Home Stores, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
My name is Bob Pettit along with Joe Thomas, Keith Kennett, as usual, on his magic cameras. Appreciate you being with us here. Galesburg ball here to start the fourth quarter. Lady Leafs 23, Lady Streaks 46. First shot is off the rim. Maddie Mack at the rebound.
Leafs stopped him there for a possession. Going to try to get it back here on the offensive side.
Fisher over to Mackey. Back to Fisher. And basically that's what you got to do. The lesson of basketball is to try to get that stop every possession as best you can. Have a good offensive possession. Leafs being patient. They're not worried about making up that 23-point deficit right now. They're worried about learning how to be patient, take it to the basket, and have a good offensive possession. At this point, this is it. Galesburg's pressure has backed off just a bit.
Like you were saying earlier.
It's inside to Jessica Lopez, won't go.
Like you were saying earlier, the goal is to stop and score. I mean, sounds so simple, but it's really, really hard.
Penetration there by Galesburg. That was Williams. Nice move, puts it in the basket, 48-23. We're in the fourth quarter here, Lady Leafs. Oh, nice play by Renee Rumler. Almost went out of bounds, saved it off of the leg of Williams, the streak player. Lady Leaf basketball here on the side. Anna Wise inbounds to Rumler. Across mid-court. Trying to set it up again just to have a good possession. Lopez with the pick. Rumler with the drive, won't go, but the rebound by Wise, putback is in. 48-25, and Streaks push it down the floor. No hesitation. They take no time at all to get that ball on the floor.
No, they get it down real fast. They can set up the offense and start to go.
Boom. Daniels from three. 51-25. She's deadly. It's hard to cover the inside and the outside game at the same time. They have an inside presence this year for really the first time in a long time where it's been this strong, and that opens up that outside shooting.
Yeah, that's
so much more.
You got to focus on Florine, but then you have Lexi Daniels out there, and then at the same time you have Golly, and she can really handle the ball well, except for right there.
There's a save by Gully, almost went across midcourt, flipped it in, and they're going to call Maddie Mackey for the foul. Number 33, Sydney Himmelman. Number 32, Maddie Shoemaker. And number 23, Emily Vanderweely, check in for the Leafs. Lopez, Mackey, and Fisher out.
The Leafs they only had 4 people on the court there.
Yeah, Mackey back on. So
definitely not their best moment.
They have a procedure for that they obviously didn't follow. Streaks again, deadly from outside, 53-25. It's an early Valentine's Day massacre here before Christmas. But the Leafs, Mackey from outside, nothing. Vanderweely rebound and is fouled on the attempt to put it back. Once again, the Streaks have quickness. They put pressure on you. They're very disciplined with that, and they can shoot the basketball.
It was a good job though of Vanderweely there being behind the basket instead of being in front of it. That's where a lot of the rebounds are going to go on that type of shot, and we're right in her hands there.
It was good positioning. Vanderweely makes the first of 2. Second is up, not good. 26 for the Leafs, 53 for the Streaks. Galesburg sets up again, kicks it around. They've got moving a lot of players in and out. Vanderweely with the basketball, ball tipped around underneath, and Leafs come up with it. Kick it across midcourt. Shoemaker with the basketball, looking for Himmelman. We got a kick by Galesburg. Sydney Himmelman trying hard to post up strong. Try to hook that player just a little bit, but the defender had to get that foot in the way. Another soccer player.
Yeah.
They're so good at it. When I was coaching Joe, I just loved those soccer players getting those feet in there.
You know, kick's always good. It helps you set up your defense for that possession. So.
It doesn't get you the ball back, but it does. It's part of the pressure game. 53 for the Streaks, 26 for the Leafs. Lady Leafs try to inbound here. Emily Vanderwille under the basket. Calls the play. Kick out Shoemaker, no. Himmelman, yes, but can't get the handle on it. Streaks intercept, take a ball on the floor. Gully looking for three, but pulls it back. Number 3, Boydston. Kaylin Boydston is number 3. Looks to shoot. Inside, blocked. But that's going to be off Vanderwille. Going to go to the Streaks. Good defense by the Leafs there. Sabrina Clay trying to take it to the basket.
Yeah, Leafs not giving up, and that's really good.
Boydston dribbles that ball right off her foot. Good defense once again by the Leafs. I agree, Joe, with your assessment. They are still playing hard. They realize that it's not about winning this ball game. It's about getting better, playing hard each play, learning to keep playing through no matter what. Shoemaker with the ball, can't get it in. On the floor, Vanderwille out to Mackey. She's going to take it to the basket. Can't go. Himmelman with the rebound, and she's fouled. Sydney Himmelman, number 33, gets 2. Action just a little bit hectic under the board there.
Yeah, a lot of people under there, a lot of arms moving.
Jesse Dobbs took exception to my comments earlier about how easy it was for him to get balls off the floor. So I guess I should probably make it a formal apology. Sorry, Jazz.
I think he accepts.
Maddie Mackey steps out of the game. Ashley Kempfer steps in. Ready to rebound here. And second shot is good by Himmelman. 27-53 in favor of the Streaks. And the Lady Streaks push the ball down the floor. Florine up top. Inside. We're going to get a foul here on Vanderwille. Sabrina Clay shooting for that ball, and that's number 6 on the Lady Leafs. Galesburg has 5 team fouls, so neither team shooting yet, but Galesburg will shoot the next one.
Oh,
Daniels, deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly, absolutely lethal.
Wow.
Hits the 3, 56-27. Vanderwille brings it across midcourt. Stay out of that corner, kid. Stay out of that corner. Shoemaker comes up and gets it, takes it to the knees, tries to get to Hillman. Stolen by Daniels. Pressure, relentless pressure by Galesburg has really been the story here. That and their shooting and their inside game.
And that's, yeah.
It's a tough thing to come up against. It's hard to decide what you want to take away. Galesburg with the ball, looks for the 3. That's Williams. It's a no-go. Ashley Kempfer with the basketball, kicks out to Wise. Wise brings it across midcourt. 56-27. Clock ticking away here. We're down to about 2 minutes and 45 seconds here to go in the game. Into Himmelman, going up strong. Won't go. Himmelman trying again. And we're going to get a foul. And Himmelman going to go to the line again, shooting 2. It's going to be the 6th team foul on Galesburg. And both teams will be shooting bonus from here on out.
Himmelman definitely working on using her size advantage over Florine. I mean, she's about 2 inches taller than her right now.
First one, no good. And the mass substitution by Galesburg. They're getting some players in now that have not seen a lot of time.
But I mean, Galesburg played this game strong up until about right now, and they're starting to let some of the other players get in now.
Emily Vanderwille comes out, and Tara Fisher comes in. Second one good by Hillman, 28-56. It's partly about getting players time. You know, these players work every day in practice. You got to get them a little time, but it's also about, you know, games like this. You're really trying to get your team ready to play big games later on. So, you know, you got to give them as much. The kids who are your starters and your your top 8 got to get a lot of time also. So
Yeah, you
I
can't
don't
just
blame
take-
either team.
yeah.
I don't blame either team for playing their kids longer.
You can't just take them out at the end of the third quarter. They need the experience.
Yeah. So Leafs starting to substitute now. We got Tasha Olson in the game here at the post. Jessica Lopez comes in at the other post position. We got Abigail Zobrist checks in. She's going to be number 34 on the varsity roster. And is that Emma Alexander checks in, number 10. Galesburg trying to get the basketball, and it's off of Galesburg, going to be out of bounds. Going to the Leafs. Tasha Olson going to bring it in. And now that the substitutions are made, it might be a little tacky if they put the full court on, and Evan Massey decides not to.
Yeah, I think that's probably best at this point in time.
Zobrist with the ball, kicks it around, trying to look for Lopez. Lopez takes it down inside, tries to go up. Going to have a foul. Lopez going to shoot 2. So let's get you updated here for you watching it on the screen. Jessica Lopez is in the game. Number 52, number 54, Tasha Olson is in the game. Number 24, Ashley Kempfer in the rebounding spots. Abigail Zobrist and Emma Alexander at the guards.
Just lots of sophomores have been able to play in this game. I mean, 2 more just got in right here.
That would be about 7 sophomores in this game. And that
Yeah.
ball is going to be an air ball from the free throw line. So Leafs turn that over to Galesburg. 28-57. Ashley Kempfer checks out and Savannah Annis checks in. So we have
I think 3 sophomores in the game right now.
3 sophomores again. 3 different sophomores, it seems like, and a junior and a senior. Bomb by Galesburg doesn't go. Tasha Olson with the rebound. Good job, Tosh. Zobrist brings the ball up floor. Streaks take a little bit of the pressure off. 28-57, minute 44 seconds left. Annis with the basketball up top. Dribbles around the middle, looks for Alexander. Kicks it back up to Annis, kicks it out. No, not good. Shot, I'm glad to see her shooting the basketball.
Yeah,
Savannah Annis not afraid to put it up.
yeah, she's not afraid, and they worked the offense around there for a little bit, and then she saw an opening.
Galesburg second unit. Doesn't afraid to shoot the ball either. Tasha Olson with another rebound. Annis with the basketball. Zobrist on the far wing. Alexander comes up top, calls for the ball, but no, Zobrist dribbles up. Tipped out by Galesburg. Clock under a minute now. 59.3 seconds left. This one, it's just a matter of what the final score is going to be and how much are we learning. Getting these other players a little bit of time that practice every day, getting them some experience. Some of these players will be players of the future.
Exactly.
Tasha up. Yes! Tasha Olson with the basket inside. Way to go, Tosh.
Big bucket there by Tosh.
Tasha is one of those practice players you got to have every day. Good to see her get some time and play well. Had some fun moments with her on the sophomore team when I was coaching back there, Joe. Great girl. Great young lady. Air ball by Galesburg. Lady Leafs get the basketball into the basket. 27.7. And clock ticks away. Annis brings the ball up the floor. 26-25. This one's going to come to an end here pretty quick. Galesburg going to move to 10-0. Annis with the 3. No. Galesburg with the rebound.
Like you said earlier, she's not afraid to shoot.
Not afraid to shoot. Love that part. Galesburg looks for the 3. 9. Clock ticking away here. Actually, they're not looking to shoot.
Yeah, they might not. They probably won't take another shot here.
May not. Kicks it out. There's the 3. At the buzzer is no good. And the Lady Leafs got a lesson today. The goal is to get better. Hopefully this kind of competition is going to make them a better basketball team and better individuals. Galesburg, they ran into Galesburg, a pretty tough ball team.
Yeah, this moves Galesburg to 10-0 on the season. They're a pretty good team.
Can't deny that. They played offense. They played defense with tenacity. They shot the ball well. They played a post game. They played an outside game. And the final score here, Lady Leafs 30, Galesburg Silver Streaks 57. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you get us next time.